All right, let's talk about a tool that is so often overlooked, but honestly, it can be a total game changer: stakeholder mapping. But wait, don't tune out. We are not talking about some monster spreadsheet. We're going to look at a super simple visual framework that's fast, effective, and might just save your next project. Let's dive in.
I mean, does this hit home or what? The second a project kicks off, it's like an opinion magnet. Suddenly, everyone has a thought, a request, a quick question. It feels like total chaos, but there's actually a really simple way to bring some beautiful order to all that noise. You know these people. We've all been there. There's the stakeholder, where every single request is a five-alarm fire. Then there's the key person who just vanishes, right when you need that critical sign-off. And my personal favorite, the last-minute critic who pops up just before you go live with a million concerns. These aren't just little headaches. These are genuine project killers.
So, how do we get from that chaos to, actual clarity? Well, it all starts with a little shift in how we think about this. Stakeholder mapping isn't just another boring task to check off a list. No way. It's a strategic tool. Think of it like your superpower for seeing the future, managing communications, and just keeping your project on the rails.
And this right here, this is a huge shift. We love to blame project delays on tech problems or fuzzy requirements, but the real root cause? It's almost always about people. You can't manage what you don't understand, and that is exactly where mapping comes in.
And here's the best part. This isn't some week-long workshop. We're talking about a 5-minute investment. Seriously, 5 minutes. That tiny bit of effort can save you hours of pain later on. A tiny investment for a massive payoff. What if those 5 minutes could change the entire project?
And that's where this framework comes in. It's a simple little 3x3 map, and it's built on just 3 key ideas. It's all about speed, and most importantly, getting quick insights you can actually use. Not some complex analysis that just gathers dust in a folder somewhere.
Okay, the process is so simple, it's almost funny. For every stakeholder you can think of, you're just going to give them a quick score. 1, 2, or 3 on 3 different things. And remember, this is a gut check, okay? It's not a deep scientific analysis. It's all about getting a quick visual feel for your landscape.
First up, influence. The question you're asking here is simple. How much power does this person really have to change things, delay things, or even kill the project? A 3 is a major decision maker. Someone whose approval is a must-have. A 1 might have an opinion, but they can't actually block you.
Next, we've got interest. This is all about how much they care. Is your project's success critical to their job and their goals, or is it just another thing on their endless to-do list? And finally, involvement. Now, this one is purely practical, and it's totally different from interest. For example, a systems admin might have 0 interest in your marketing campaign, but you might need their high involvement to get access to a server. This score is just asking, how often do you need to talk to them to get stuff done?
And this quote is so important. Please do not get bogged down in the details. Don't waste time debating if someone's a 2 or a 3. The whole point is to get a quick, rough overview. The real magic happens when you see the visual map you've created, not from getting the numbers perfect.
Okay, once you have those scores, you can start to group people. And this is the moment, this is when the map stops being a list and starts becoming an actual strategy. You'll immediately see who needs your attention, and more importantly, what kind of attention they need. So here's how you turn those scores into action. Your champions, these are the folks with high influence and high interest. They're your partners. Keep them super close. They'll help you build momentum. Then you have your watchers. They've got high influence, but honestly, low interest. Don't waste their time with long meetings. Give them quick, high-level updates. And your engaged crew, high involvement. They're in the trenches with you. They just need to be kept in the loop so they can do their jobs. Theory is great and all, but let's look at how this actually works in the real world. This is where it stops being just an idea and becomes a tool that solves actual, tangible problems. So, the project is launching a new internal reporting system. A classic scenario, right? You've got multiple departments, they all have different priorities, and it's a perfect storm for stakeholder chaos. And here is the strategy in action. The IT department, they had a high influence. They had to build the thing, but pretty low interest. They just needed it done. So the strategy for them was short, asynchronous updates, no boring weekly meetings. But the operations team, the people who would actually use the system, they had super high interest and high involvement. So they were brought in early and often. See? 2 different groups, 2 totally different, tailored game plans. And the result of this dead simple strategy? The project got delivered faster with way fewer roadblocks because everyone was engaged exactly the right amount. And, just as important, people were happier. Nobody felt like their time was being wasted.
So, now it's your turn. The very next time you start a project, you've got this tool in your back pocket. You can be proactive and take control right from day one, before the chaos even gets a chance to start.
Seriously, it's this easy. Grab a whiteboard, digital or real, whatever. Just start dropping in names, and then give them their quick 1 to 3 scores. It'll take you minutes, but I promise it will save you so much time down the road.
The moment you do this, you'll just see it. The whole picture becomes clear. You'll know who you need to talk to more, who your biggest champions are, and maybe even spot a potential blocker you hadn't even thought about. It's simple, it's visual, and man, is it effective.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. On whatever project you're working on right now, who is the silent blocker? Who is that person with high influence that you kind of haven't been keeping in the loop? Mapping them out might just be the single most important thing you do this week. Thanks for listening.